Valentines, where I show you guys how to make Halloween Gothic inspired crafts. On Valentine's Day being only a couple weeks away, I wanted to bring you guys something Valentine's Day inspired. When I was trying to figure out some DIYs to make for a more gothically inclined Valentine's Day, I didn't really find all that many, and I don't think I found any YouTube videos that showed you how to make some cute DIYs for Valentine's Day. Because of that, while I am single AF this year, I still wanted to show you guys two different gifts and treats that you can give to your significant other. The two crafts I will be bringing you, one is a gift and one is a treat. For the gift option, I am going to show you guys how to make this personable Silhouette plaque picture frame. And the second one I'm going to show you guys how to make is the treat portion, and that is a coffin cake. I already ate the coffin cake, so it's no longer with us, but I'll put a picture of it right here so you can see what it looks like. The great thing about these two different DIYs is you can personalize them to your significant other. For this, you can put their picture here instead of what I did, which was a random girl I found on the internet that I liked and decided to put here. But instead of that, you can put your significant other's silhouette here. And then for the cake, you can personalize it because you can choose what cake flavor you want, how you want to decorate it. These are just more like guidelines to show you guys some just cute Gothic-y inspired Valentine's Day crafts. And even if they don't turn out perfect, hopefully your significant other will just take into consideration all the care and craftsmanship you put into these two DIYs, because in my opinion, the best gifts are ones that you hand make, and that way you can show that you invested all this time and energy into making something just for them that they can't buy in a store. If you guys are interested in seeing how I created this Silhouette plaque picture frame or the cake, please keep on watching. For the first DIY, you will need a picture of your significant other, make sure it's their profile, a filigree frame, scissors, paint, hot glue gun, hot glue stick, fake flowers, those are optional, a wood plaque, a paintbrush, and a pencil. The first step is to take your filigree frame, remove the sticker, and grab some black paint or whatever paint of your choosing. Grab your paintbrush and start painting all of the crevices of this filigree frame. I got this one from Michael's for about $1. Once you're done painting the top side of your frame, put it to the side to dry and grab your plaque. We are going to be doing the same thing. We're going to be painting the plaque in all black acrylic paint. I also got this plaque from Michael's for about $1. Put your plaque off to the side to dry and grab your filigree frame once again and paint the other side black. While we're waiting for the plaque and filigree frame to dry, we're going to move on to the silhouette portion of this DIY. Grab a picture of your significant other in their profile and start tracing out their face, head and neck, and hair. Once that is done, carefully cut out your silhouette with some scissors. You're going to want to punch a hole through and cut it out as you can see here. Once you've done that, grab your plaque that is now dry and try and figure out the placement of your silhouette onto the frame. Once you're happy with its placement, carefully outline with a number 2 pencil or mechanical pencil. This will show up on the black and will be easy to cover with the white acrylic paint later. So just continue tracing around your silhouette until you've got it completely on to your plaque and you're ready to start painting. Make sure to erase or edit any lines to prevent confusion later when you start painting. Grab your white acrylic paint and a smaller paintbrush this time and start painting your silhouette. If you make any mistakes or if you just want to clean up any of the line work on your silhouette, you can grab some black paint. Just make sure that if you do any of the edits that the white paint has dried so the black and white paint don't mix. Once you're happy with your silhouette and you've gotten the white paint completely opaque, you're going to want to hot glue your filigree frame onto your plaque. Now that my hot glue has dried and it's secure, we're going to paint over any of the hot glue that is showing through with some black paint. You can stop here and give this gift how it is, but I just wanted to add some fake flowers for some added embellishment. So I'm just going to place these flowers how I would like them to lay, and I'm just going to use the wire and tie them onto the frame. You can also hot glue the flowers down for some added security in order to hang this frame from your wall. The easiest way is to use some command strips, as the back is completely flat, so there is no groove to hang it from a screw or a nail. Here's the completed Silhouette plaque picture frame. I hope you guys enjoyed the gift portion of this DIY. Now let's move on to the treat portion of this DIY. To make your coffin cake, you're going to need your choice of cake. This can be store-bought or homemade, or like in my case, I'm using a red velvet cake box mix, as well as your choice of decorations. I am using black icing, cream cheese icing, pink sprinkles, as well as red and blue food dye to make the frosting purple. You're going to want to make sure and bake your cake in a rectangular pan like I have done here. Once your cake has finished baking and has plenty of time to cool, you're going to want to grab a serrated bread knife, a spatula, and a butter knife. Loosen up the edges of the cake with your butter knife in order to try and cleanly free this cake from its pan. Moment of truth here, and it came out cleanly, thank God. So next thing you're going to want to do is grab your serrated bread knife and cut your rectangular piece of cake in half, or as close to half as you can. If it's not perfect, that's totally fine. Grab one of your sides and flip it over and trim off the top to make it flat. Because I am making a 2-layered cake, you're going to want to grab your choice of frosting, mine is cream cheese, and a spatula, and you're going to take about 1/3 of this can of frosting, and you're going to want to decide which one will be your bottom layer of this cake and spread it over that one. Grab the top layer of your cake and place it right on top. Grab your serrated bread knife and you're going to want to make a line. Don't cut all the way through. This will act as a guideline to figure out how to cut your coffin, as the top half will need to be a little bit higher than the bottom to create that coffin shape. I wanted mine to be a little bit more chubby and cute, I guess you could say, so that's why mine is a little bit more stumpy, but you can shape your coffin however you would like. Just as a quick tip and an aside, because I didn't do this to my cake, but you're going to want to make sure you trim the top and bottom part of your coffin, because as you can see here, mine are sloped and it did affect the shape of my coffin. So next I'm just going to take my cream cheese frosting and I'm going to add some red and blue food coloring to it. I wanted to make a pastel purple color. If you're going to do the same thing, you're just going to want to make sure that you add a little bit more red than blue food dye in order to create the perfect purple color. Now that I'm happy with the purple color of my frosting, you're going to want to grab your spatula and add about 1/3 of your frosting onto your cake, and this will be your crumb layer. As you can see here, I'm only adding this crumb layer onto the top of my cake. That's because I don't want to ice the sides, as I'm not a huge fan of frosting. But if you do like frosting and want to also ice the sides of your coffin cake, please do so now. Once you're done with your crumb layer, wash off your spatula and add the rest of the frosting onto the cake and spread out evenly. Once you're done with the fundamental layer of your frosting, here comes the fun part. It is time to decorate. I'm going to be adding this black frosting, and I transferred it to a Ziploc bag for more control. And it's going to be adding these zigzaggy lines. I don't really know what to call them, but hey, whatever, you know. And I just decided to outline my coffin with this black. I didn't do the best job, as my coffin ended up being kind of crooked, but
Oh well, hopefully you can still tell it's a coffin. And then I'm just taking the sprinkles on top of this funfetti can of frosting, and I'm just going to be adding those onto the cake like you see here. Yeah, great job, Rachel, with your voiceover. Grabbing the black frosting once again, I'm going to write "till death" on to the top of the cake. This is the phrase I decided to write, but you can write whatever phrase you would like onto your cake. After I finished writing "till death," I decided to add these swirly loopy things underneath the words in order to fill up some of the empty space, and I kind of like them because to me they look kind of like abstract bats. Here is my completed coffin cake. I hope you guys enjoy the treat portion of this video.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope it gave you some inspiration on more gothically inclined Valentine's Day gifts and treats that you can make for your significant other. If you guys like this Ghostly Hunt series, please let me know by giving this video a like so I know to continue investing my time into creating this series. I hope you guys have a happy Valentine's Day, whether you be spending it with your friends, your family, or your significant other, and I will see you in my next video.